Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandvat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
So, thank you. So, today we will try and summarize two chapters, chapter 17 and chapter 18 of ninth canto. So I will slowly and clearly explain what we are going to discuss. Also, I will give you the background as well. Let me offer a small prayer and then we'll begin. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikalai Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaham. Mukham Kroti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Krim Yat Krupa Tamham Vande Shri Gurum Dinatarina. Okay, let me share this. Okay. So we are discussing the lineage of Soma, moon. So Brahma had several sons, 10 sons, and Atri Maharishi, son is Soma. Atri is son of Lord Brahma, and Soma is Atri's son. So this Soma is actually incarnation of Lord Brahma. When Atri performed yajna, means austerity, he prayed to the three principal deities, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. So then Brahma appeared as Soma to Atri. Lord Vishnu appeared as Dattatreya to Atri. Lord Shiva appeared as Durvasa. So Atri had three sons, Dattatreya, Soma, and Durvasa. So this Soma, we have seen that through Tara, in the womb of Tara, he begot a son named Buddha. He's not Lord Buddha. He's not Lord Buddha. He's just Buddha, the planet Buddha Graha. So Soma married, Soma through Tara begot Buddha. So this Buddha, if you remember, he married Ila. And through Ila, he begot Pururava. And so this is the dynasty. I'll show you a bigger picture. The dynasty of Pururava. I will show that. So Pururava, married to Urvasi, had 6 sons, and so these are the 6 sons. And through in the lineage of Vijaya, there was a son named famous personalities named Gati. Hmm? This Gadi had Satyavati. Let me show another picture. Yeah, this Gadi is in the lineage of Vijaya. Vijaya is one of the 6 sons of Pururava. Gadi had Satyavati and Vishwamitra. Satyavati daughter and Vishwamitra son. This Satyavati married Richika and begot son named Jamadagni. And Jamadagni married Renuka, begot Parshurama. Parshurama is incarnation of the Supreme Lord. In the last couple of chapters, we studied the activities of Parshurama. How Kartavirya Arjuna had forcibly taken away the cow Kamadhenu of Jamadagni, and how Parshuram brought it back and killed Kartavirya Arjuna. And in retaliation, the sons of Kartavirya Arjuna killed Jamadagni, father of Parshurama. So again, in retaliation to his father's death, Parshurama had killed all the sons of Kartavirya Arjuna. So, and that's the pastime we studied here. Then, now we will move on to other sons of Pururava. So we have seen Gadi in the lineage of Gadi through Vijaya. So the first son, Ayu, had 5 sons. So Nahusha, Kshatravidha, Raji, Rabha, that's fine. Rabha and Anena. Thank you. So, yeah. This Nahusha, the eldest son of Ayu, he occupied the post of Indra. If you remember the story of how Indra killed Prutrasura, and as a result of that, the sin personified chased him, and he practically lived in a lake in the lotus stem in a lake in Manasa Sarovara for whole 1 year. Indra lived there. So that time, Nahusha became the king of heaven. So he became too proud. And he said, yes, I'm ruling the heavenly kingdom. I have occupied the post of Indra. I also want to enjoy the wife of King Indra. So he had put forward some terrible proposals to Indra's wife. So, so Indra's wife said to Nahusha, common a palanquin, which is carried by the sages. And one of the sages was Agastya. So while he was being carried like as a king, like you should never, you are all, as a king you should offer respect to the sages. So um, so he was so proud, and he requested the sages to carry him, carry his palanquin, and he was sitting on the palanquin, and he was chastising him. He was chastising them, and that time Agastya cursed him to become a cobra, python. So Nahusha became python. Number one, he was too lusty. Number two, he was too proud. So this was the story of Nahusha. So back here. So this is Pururava's son Ayu's son Nahusha. And there is, it is mentioned here that Kshatravidha had a son in that lineage. There is Dhanvantari appeared. Dhanvantari is, we know that he appeared, you see, like his role in when they shown the milk ocean, it was Dhanvantari who brought the pot of jug of nectar, Amrutam. That was Dhanvantari. He inaugurated the medical science. So here you can see. So yeah, Dhanvantari, who was the inaugurator of the medical science, and is an incarnation of Lord Vasudeva. And it is said here, one who remembers the name of Dhanvantari can be released from all disease. So this is something mentioned here, particularly. One who remembers the name of Dhanvantari can be released from all diseases. So this is about Kshatravidha. So we talked about Nahusha, and we will then see Nahusha's lineage little later. Then Raji. Raji, he had 5,000 sons, 500 powerful sons. And Indra had requested Raji to fight the demons. When Raji became victorious, Indra said, out of love and affection, you occupy my throne. So, as a result of that, Raji occupied, became king of heaven for some time. But after Raji had died, his sons, they claimed the throne. So that time, King of Heaven, Indra, defeated all of them and claimed it back. So that is the story of Raji. Okay, so back to here, Pururava, who is coming in the lineage of Moon, Soma, married Urvasi, begot 6 sons, and in the lineage of Vijaya, Gadi appeared. Gadi had a daughter named Satyavati, This Satyavati married Rishika, and from there Jamadagni appeared, and through them Parshuram appeared. So that's the lineage of Vijaya. Then Ayu. Ayu had 5 sons, and so we discussed about the eldest son Nahusha, how he became Python, being cursed by the sages, and in the lineage of Kshatravidha, Dhanvantari appeared, incarnate, the Supreme Lord. Raji had 500 sons. He helped Indra to defeat the demons. And so that's why Indra requested Raji to rule the kingdom, okay, heavenly kingdom for some time. And after Raji's death, Indra claimed it back. So now we'll move on. And this Nahusha had several sons. And in that, Yayati is there. So that Yayati story we will read now in the 18th chapter. Okay. So 9th chapter is full of names. So that's why it's a dynasties of the moon god and sun god are given. So Nahusha, the eldest son of Ayu, that is Nahusha. Nahusha had 6 sons. And so they are, the eldest one is Yati. And so Yati, Yayati, Samyati, Ayati, Viyati, Kruti. So just remember, like Yati, the eldest son, and the next son was Yayati. So when Nahusha was cursed by the sages, Yati, the eldest son, was supposed to occupy the throne. But Yati was not interested in, in the administration. And he just accepted renunciation. So then, as a result of that, Yayati became the king. So Yayati, second son, became the king. The first son, Yati, did not want. And so Yayati, of course, had 4 younger brothers. And Shukadeva Goswami mentioned that this Yayati married Devayani, the daughter of Shukracharya, and Sharmishta, the daughter of Rishaparva, and ruled the entire earth. So now the question comes by Parikshit Maharaj. How come a Kshatriya king Yayati married to Devayani, who is a Brahmana and daughter of Shukracharya? How that is possible? Kshatriya marrying a Brahmani. this kind of marriage is usually not common. So I just wanted to know more about this. Then Shukadeva Goswami started explaining the background story. Let me show a picture. So here you remember first two names you all know. Shukracharya, everybody knows Shukracharya. So then you also remember the name of Vrushaparva. So Vrushaparva was a king. Vrushaparva was a king and whose daughter was Sharmishta. Shukracharya was a spiritual master of Vrushaparva. And Shukracharya's daughter was Devayani. So Devayani and Sharmishta. So spiritual master's daughter was Devayani. King's daughter was Sharmishta. They were friends. And Sharmishta, being a princess, she had several maidservants. So one day, Sharmishta and with her maidservant, along with Devayani, her friend, they all walking in a nice garden. And then they came upon one pond. They decided to just play in that pond. So they took off their clothes, put them on the bank of that pond, and then they was just playing in that pond. Suddenly they noticed Lord Shiva was passing by on his bull carrier along with Mother Parvati. So immediately they decided to come and put their clothes on, not to offend Lord Shiva. So everybody was in a rush, and the king's daughter, what was the king's name? Vrushaparva. So king's daughter, Princess Sharmishta, she came out and accidentally she put on the clothes of Devayani. This was a mistake because everybody was in a rush. So when Devayani observed this, she chastised Sharmishta like anything. You have contaminated my clothes. We are Brahmanas, you are Kshatriyas, we guide you. We are the spiritual masters of, you and your father. My father is spiritual master. My father is guiding your father. My father is guru of your father. So we have to bless you. Then only you get everything. How dare you put on my clothes and contaminate my clothes? So this is how Devayani rebuked Sharmishta. Sharmishta, naturally, she was innocent, but very angry. She can become very angry quickly. She said, come on, you have to beg from us. You will depend upon us. We give the food. We give the money. You always are begging at our doorsteps. And saying like this, she pushed Devayani into a well and she took away Devayani's clothes as well. So she pushed Devayani into the well and took away the clothes as well. And she went home. Sharmishta went home. And that time, King Yayati, he was going like, um, he was passing by after hunting. So he was feeling thirsty. So he saw the well, he saw a well, and he decided to go and drink some water. But when he approached the well, he saw Devayani. And because she didn't have any clothes, King offered his upper cloth, and Devayani accepted it. And King Yayati offered his hand, held her hand, and pulled her away, pulled her up. And Sharmishta, you can see, Devayani said to the king that by accepting my hand, you have accepted me as your wife. And she tells that, O king, ours, our meeting is arranged by the, providence. So yes, so I'll accept you as my husband. And then she also tells that um, Kacha, the son of Bruhaspati, cursed me, saying that I will never have a Brahmana husband. I will only have Kshatriya husband. So Kacha cursed. Hmm. So there is no possibility for me to have a Brahmana husband. And now you have touched me, I will accept you as my husband. The story of Kacha is the son of Bruhaspati, and he came to Shukracharya, Devayani's father, Shukracharya, to learn a particular mantra called Mruta Sanjeevani. Mruta Sanjeevani means when a untimely death occurs and when all the bodily parts are intact, they can be brought back to life. That's how Shukracharya did several times. Even our Bali Maharaj was actually killed in the war, in the fight. But Shukracharya brought Bali Maharaja back to life with this special mantra known as Mruta Sanjeevani. So Kacha, son of Bruhaspati, wanted to learn this special um, mantra, Vidya. So uh, when he was in the ashram, Kacha, Devayani fell in love. Love. Yeah, she proposed that, let's get married. I want to marry you, O Kacha. But Kacha said no. Simple reason, uh, I've accepted your father as my spiritual master. You are superior to me, so I'll not be able to marry you. So Devayani became upset and she cursed him, saying that the mantra that you're learning will not be effective, something like that. And Kacha in turn cursed Devayani, saying that she will never get a Brahmana husband. So that's the backstory. Mm. So what happens next? So Devayani then went to his father, Shukracharya, and reported what had happened. Uh, and Shukracharya became very angry. And then they decided to go to King Vrishaparva. And knowing Vrishaparva, when he understood that Shukracharya was coming with his daughter Devayani to his palace, to pacify Shukracharya, he went into the street. He fell on the feet of Shukracharya, and Shukracharya somehow became peaceful, and he said, Vrishaparva, you have to obey whatever my daughter says. My daughter Devayani says. Devayani said, simply, your daughter Sharmishta should become my servant, maid servant. And King Vrishaparva accepted that. So, Devayani, so as Devayani married to King Yayati, Sharmishta followed her. She became maid servant. Sharmishta had several maid servants. They also joined. But Shukracharya warned King Yayati that never sleep with this Sharmishta. So if you ever unite with this Sharmishta, you will have consequences. This was the warning given by Shukracharya to King Yayati. So Devayani had children. So let me just go here. Yeah, so Devayani had two sons, Yadu and Turvasu. So Sharmishta, she approached the king Yayati at a suitable time and begged for union. And Kshatriyas usually they never reject that. So that is their kind of religion. Yeah, that's what Kshatriyas do. So so because Sharmishta begged the king to unite, the king did so. And when Devayani found out that Sharmishta became pregnant because of her husband, Yayati, she went and she went back to his father and told what had happened. And Shukracharya became very angry and he cursed Yayati. A fool, I foretold you that if you unite with Sharmishta, you will have consequences. Now I'll curse you to become old and invalid. So, but Yayati said to Shukracharya, he begged, I have not fulfilled my lusty desires. Please do something. He begged Shukracharya. So Shukracharya said, okay, you can exchange your old age with someone youthful. That was possible those days. If you are old and invalid, there is a possibility of exchanging the old age to the youth. So the king came back and but yeah, so actually Sharmishta had three sons. Devayani had only two, but Sharmishta had three sons. Dhruyu, Anu, Puru. Total five sons. Two sons through Devayani and three sons through Sharmishta, with Sharmishta. So Yayati now requests his eldest son Yadu, and Yadu refuses. Please, can we exchange you? Please, exchange my old age for your youth. He refused. And so it is said that, through, because Krishna appeared in the, is called Yaduvamsha. Thank you. Yaduvamsha, because of Yadu only, in this lineage, in the lineage of Yadu, Krishna appeared. So he had a reason. There was a higher purpose. So that's why he refused it. So, but however, he had a reason that he did not accept that is, his father's offer. And Turvasu, Dhruyu, Anu, other three sons refused it. But the youngest son, Kuru, he accepted it. And he said, so, and actually Yayati said, "Dear Puru, my youngest son, do not be disobedient like your elder brothers, but that is not your duty." And Puru, he immediately replied, the youngest son, "Who can repay the debt to his father? Because of father's mercy, one gets a human form of life, which is that enables one to become an associate of the Supreme Lord." This is how Uru is thinking. Because of my father, I got this human birth. Human birth is enables for me to practice my devotion. In every life, you have father and mother, but in animal life, it is not possible to practice devotion in general. But now, in human form of life, it is possible. And because my father, I got this human birth. So let me accept the proposal of my father. And it is said here, so a first-class son is one who acts by anticipating what his father wants him to do. Just anticipates and he does it without father asking. A second-class son is one who accepts upon father asking. Father asks, second-class son, he does it. A third-class son is who executes his father order without faith. Means he does it, but not so much faith. So, and the fourth class son is he completely rejects father's order like that. So, in this way, Puru accepted Yayati's old age, and Yayati took Puru's youth and enjoyed material world as required. Mm. So you continue to enjoy the material happiness. Along with that, uh, Yayati performed several sacrifices as a king, and he gave gifts to Brahmanas to satisfy Lord Hari, and thinking of the Lord within himself, although externally he was very much attracted to material uh, sense enjoyment. He was definitely like he was, after material sense enjoyment. But internally thinking of becoming an eternal servant of Krishna. He's thinking that I should become an eternal servant of Krishna internally. But externally, he was very, very fond of material sense enjoyment. Although Yayati was the king of the entire world and he enjoyed material happiness for 1,000 years, he was not satisfied. So this is it, and let me see. That was yeah. So he was unable to be satisfied. So this is what yeah. It's the wonderful example for all of us that however much we want to enjoy the material happiness, we will not be satisfied. Mm. Even what to speak of material happiness, even spiritual level also. Say, for example, Vyasdev, he divided one Veda into four Vedas, compiled Mahabharata and other Puranas. Yet he was not satisfied. And he was thinking that, what could be the reason? And Narada Muni pointed out the root cause, saying that you have not glorified the Supreme Lord. You have given more importance to material happiness through dharma, artha, kama, moksha, and you have given less importance to glorification of the Supreme Lord. That's why you yourself not satisfied. And then he said, that you should compose Srimad Bhagavatam with full glorification of the Supreme Lord. Then you become content. That's how Vyasdev became content after writing Srimad Bhagavatam. After this is the Purana he compiled at the end. So he was not satisfied after writing everything. But here it's a slightly different case, this King Yayati. So um, he ruled the kingdom for 1,000 years and enjoyed, he was in full youth for 1,000 years and enjoyed union of his wife, yet he was not satisfied. Uh, uh, so, um, so only bhakti will One may enjoy the senses for many thousands of years, but unless one purifies the senses, one cannot be happy. So that's what Prabhupada says in the purport. And the senses will be purified when we engage them. So the best way to purify the senses is Rushikesha Rushikena Sevanam. Rushikesha Sevanam. Engage the senses in the service of master of the senses. Then one becomes happy. So that's how the 18th chapter ends. But later we would see how Yayati got disgusted eventually with material sense enjoyment. And then he took shelter of Krishna and he achieved liberation. He went back home, Godhead. That we will discuss in the next chapter. But for us also, we can learn from these pastimes how that however long we want to enjoy, we will not be satisfied here. And we are very fortunate, extremely fortunate, having come in contact with Prabhupada's movement. Many people don't come, they don't have an opportunity to come in contact with this wonderful movement. When Parikshit Maharaj decided to fast until death after he heard the curse of Brahmana, all the sages gathered there from all over the universe, and he was saying that, wow, this is favor of Krishna. Krishna sent me so many of his devotees who are going to farewell me, send nice farewell. So this is favor of Krishna. Similarly, we are also favored by Krishna to come in contact with this movement, come in contact with Srimad Bhagavatam. So let's fully utilize this favor given by Krishna. Okay, so we will stop there. Let's quickly summarize what we have discussed. So we are discussing the lineage of moon god Soma. And in that lineage, Pururava appeared, and Pururava married to Urvashi, and they had 6 sons. And through Vijaya, Gadhi was born, and in that lineage, so Gadhi had a daughter named Satyavati, son named Vishwamitra. Satyavati married to Ruchika, and they had Jamadagni, and then they had Parshuram. And the other sons, Ayu, through Ayu, Nahusha was born. We discussed the story of Nahusha, how he became, how he was cursed by the sages to become Python. And then because Nahusha had, so he could not rule the kingdom, he became Python. His eldest son Yati was supposed to become the king, but Yati refused to rule the kingdom. He took renunciation, accepted sannyas, went to forest. The second son Yayati, he became the king. And then we discussed how Yayati married Devayani, how the quarrel occurred between Devayani and Sharmishta. So that we had discussed. And so how Yayati cursed by Shukracharya, and he became old and invalid, and he then exchanged with his old age with youth of his youngest son Puru. and ruled for thousands of years, yet he was not satisfied with material sense enjoyment. Although he was very fond of material enjoyment externally, but internally he was thinking of uh, becoming a servant of Lord Krishna. That's what happened in this chapter. But in the next chapter, he fully surrenders to Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. We'll stop there. Yes, Nisha Mataji, always.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandos Pranam.
I don't know how relevant is this question, but yeah, Yayati got married to Sharmishta and Devyani. You know,
No. He only married to Devayani.
Devyani,
Not,
yeah,
not married to Sharmishta. Sharmishta went as a maid servant of Devayani.
yeah. So basically, my question is, what about this age, Kali Yug? We don't know who's because we classed all of us like it's been said that everybody in Kali Yuga are born Shudra, but then when we come to Krishna consciousness, then people become Vaishnav. So ultimately, they are Brahmanas, classed as Brahmana, isn't it?
Mm.
So I'm just wondering when we get our kids married, how do we decide how we decide like which one to get married to because we don't know because there is
Okay.
no classes.
Yeah. So, regarding this marriage, ideally, Sajati, a character, not the external birth and caste.
Hmm.
It should be the character and similar mentality should be chosen.
Okay.
So, even in the olden days, when they say that the marriage should happen in the same caste, the reason behind that was their habits and culture was very similar,
Okay.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Very similar.
Very similar. Yeah.
So compatibility was there. Uh,
Mm.
so yeah, and so eh, now we have to look at the Sajatiya, same character, basically same mentality. So if you are a devotee, ideally someone who is a devotee would be good,
Would
or willing to be a devotee, willing to change and become a devotee would be good. Huh?
okay.
Yes, yeah. So that's
Okay.
fine. And yeah,
I got another question as well, please. So Lord Indra got cursed after he killed Ritrasur,
not
and
cursed actually,
he
by
was
being chased by a sin personified.
yeah sin personified, and he shared some sins to
Yes,
different people.
yes,
And I wanted to know more about it, just a little bit.
yeah. So basically, shared women accepted some sin as a result of that. They had to have this menstrual cycle. Water accepted a portion of sin. That's why there are bubbles and foam sometimes. And trees accepted a portion of sin. That's why you get that sap. I think this is it, and some others also accepted. I think. Huh?
Why we have to accept that? I'm just trying to.
You, yeah, in the world somewhere, they accepted it. Now anywhere.
Okay.
So
So
what
that's
what he's
carried on
saying
for
is,
generations then.
yeah, carried on for generations. That is more vividly described in the sixth canto.
Okay.
So probably in purport more details are given, but yeah, I can share those texts to you. This was described in the sixth canto of Srimad Bhagavatam.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Any moral? Okay, what is the moral? You want to say anything? Yeah, the moral I already mentioned, that um, about Yayati, that how even though he enjoyed material sense enjoyment for thousands of years, he was not satisfied. So that's the main moral of the story. And then how he surrenders to the Lord is described uh, in the next chapter. Mm, yeah. Okay, so we'll stop there. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare
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 Krishna.
Krishna,
Thank you, Guruji.
Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Dandavat Pranam.